What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the bullshit. Welcome back to the madness. Welcome back to my channel. So, I know you see the title of the video. I know you see the thumbnail. We about to go ahead and get into today's discussion, y'all, because some interesting things was just continue to pop off, and I got my own thoughts and opinions. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and look at this video right here. We're gonna react to it. So the title of this video: The Myth of Blackwashing Fictional Characters in Movies Like Deadpool. So this video came out back in 2018. I really don't know if we're not all on like how different people feel about this, but I got my thoughts and opinions about taking these characters that have for years and years and years and years and years be white and then just slap some black on there, and I'm supposed to cheer over it. So we're gonna watch this video first, we're gonna react to this, and we're gonna get into today's discussion.
From Liam Neeson in Batman Begins to Scarlett Johansson in Ghost in the Shell and, well, pretty much any US anime adaptation ever.
Dragon!
Whitewashing is when Hollywood takes a character who was a person of color in the source material.
Hold on, ma'am. Hold on, I gotta get that off. To this fucking day, I still got rap beef with Justin Chatwin for that jumping Kamehameha. Just the whole movie, the movie as a whole was ass. Live action adaptations of anime movies, we gonna have a whole nother day to discuss that, because that right there, that makes my Agent Orange act up.
Material and cast a white actor for the final portrayal we see on screen. But what about when a white character is played by a person of color on screen? Representation might upset some people who can't accept popular comic book characters like Nick Fury, Johnny Storm, and Domino as people of color, but this thing some people call blackwashing is not a problem. It's not even a thing. But let's start.
Once again, this video came out in 2018. It was a thing then, and it's still a thing now. You can't just ignore it. So that's one thing I wanted to talk to y'all about today. It's just like the pendulum swing. I get it. Whitewashing existed. I'm not even gonna front with y'all, dog. Back in 2014, when I first was trying to, do the YouTube thing, I even spoke about whitewashing. I spoke about whitewashing in movies, not Batman Begins, just because, I wasn't paying that much attention. I was saying Ra's al Ghul, but then I got my knowledge up, got my info up, and got into the source material, Ra's al Ghul. I got my shit corrected. When it comes down to movies like fucking Egypt, Gods and is it Egypt or Exodus? Yeah, so Egypt, Gods versus Kings, Ghost in the Shell, just like she said, The Last Airbender, heinous movie with whitewashing, and that's by M. Night Shyamalan. We got Dragon Ball Evolution, just like she mentioned. Like, whitewashing is definitely a no-no. It's a horrible fucking, it's not cool. We shouldn't be letting that ride in this day and age. Blackwashing ain't no better though. And this goes into how I feel when it comes down to, as a black man, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Look here, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, so I don't want y'all to lie to me. I don't care. So the way that I see it, y'all remember where everybody used to say about chitlins back in the day, like slaves would get like whatever scraps was left and they had to make do with that, and that's where a lot of soul food came from. That's how I feel with these white characters. Like, come on down, dog. I'm supposed to celebrate Ariel, the Little Mermaid, who was white for like literally from the fucking book. Hold on, let's look that up. Let's look at when the Little Mermaid first came up. The Little Mermaid, that came out April 7th, 1837. This character is from a Danish fairy tale from 1837, y'all. 1837. And in 2023, I think that's when the movie comes out, it's gonna be starring a black woman's gonna be playing the role of Ariel, the Little Mermaid. I'm not celebrating that shit. This character's been white for centuries, my guy, for centuries. And I'm supposed to feel happy that, it's one of those here nigga damn kind of moments. Like, word, we can't get an original story. Like, we can't make up our own fairy tales. You know what I mean? Like, I spoke about this not too long ago when we had the discussion about the Black Elves in the Lord of the Rings. Like, I could see if there was this original story. I guess like H2O from Nickelodeon. I don't know nothing about that, but I saw like a Black Mermaid on there in commercials when I was a child. I never watched the show, so I'm not going to speak on it too much. But if it's an original story like that, all right, bet, I'm cool with it. But if we got something that's just going to be redone like the 18th time, they're just like, all right, well, fuck it. What can we do with this character? I don't know. Just throw some black on it and niggas will love it. Like, come on now. We We got to do better, y'all. We have to do better.
Start with why whitewashing is so harmful. Despite all the amazingly nerdy movies and shows coming out in the recent years, people of color are still barely represented. Look at any random trailer or poster and odds are you'll usually see a white person as the lead. So when Hollywood takes one of the few examples of canon representation that we do have and cast a white person for whatever reason, you're taking away an opportunity for us to be seen. For me personally, this was especially egregious in the Avatar: The Last Airbender movie. I was very
true. I get that. Now, hold on. So this is where another argument has been brought up in recent times. So the definition of narcissism. Let's go ahead and click over here because I had this one pulled up for y'all. Excessive interest in or admiration of oneself and one's physical appearance. So when we obsess over representation, is that not a form of narcissism? I'm asking y'all. Y'all let me know in the comment section below how y'all feel about that. But like, I'm gonna be real with you. I think, in my opinion, that's a sign of a good fucking character. If I don't look shit like you, but I relate to you, I understand your struggles, and then I root for you. That's why I got Spider-Man and Batman tatted on the arms. Goku and Naruto on my leg. Like, fam, I love these characters because I love watching these characters come up from the mud. Spider-Man was literally 6 fucking teen. He was like 15, 16 when he first got his spider powers. And the next thing you know, he had to figure out how to help Ant-Man with the motherfucking mortgage. Like, come on down, dog. Struggles like that. Like, literally, Batman, I get it. He's a rich white dude and he has access to all this stuff and things. But this motherfucker will not die. Like, that's some of the best things about the old Batman stories. He didn't have superpowers to save his ass. He had to overcome whatever obstacles and situation he was through determination, willpower, and his brain. You got to give credit where credit is due. That's a well-written character. That's why they stand the test of time over so many years. So when you just take a character who was so beloved for years and years and years and years and years, and then you just slap some black on there but don't do nothing with the character, that does nothing for me. I don't care. That's not going to make me want to spend money towards it. That's not going to entice me to fall in love with this character. Like, man, you know what? That Peter Parker dude was cool, but Miles Morales is even better because he looked like me. What? But if Miles Morales don't do nothing different, then what's the difference? If, literally, let's say we got Tom Holland Spider-Man, quirky, talks real fast, and does this, that, and the third, all that fun stuff in the bag of chips. And then 3 years later, we get Miles Morales Spider-Man, quirky, talks real fast, does this, that, and the other. And, like, it's the same person. Like, what's the difference between the two? One's got Jordans on? Come on down, dog. And I really, really enjoyed Into the Spider-Verse. Originally, I like the old Marvel Ultimate Comics when Miles Morales first popped off. There was a difference between him and Peter Parker. I get it, the inception of it, but like, come on down, dog. We got to do better. We have to do better.
Attached to the show's character Katara, from her dark skin to her great big poofy hair, and the fact that her mom had the same name as me. I was crushed when I saw white actress Nicola Peltz in the movie.
But see, that's the thing. Katara is not black. Even I had to come to grips with that. When I was a child, I legit thought Katara and Sokka were black. No, none of those characters are black. I think they're all of some kind of Asian descent. So I recall once upon a time, back when Avatar: The Last Airbender was actively airing on Nickelodeon, and you know, they had like little commercial spots where they would talk about the show, talk about what like the different bending styles was based off of, and they all like they mentioned every single one of these characters was based off of some form of Asian descent. So you know, even I had to come to grips with that. Like, Katara and Sokka aren't exactly, they ain't black. They ain't of African American descent like me. I get it. It's cool. It's okay. It is just fine. I don't look shit like Aang, but I love Aang to this fucking day. I think he's a great fucking character.
Movie adaptation because it erased the aspects of Katara that I saw in myself. On the other hand, having a person of color play a previously white character isn't taking away white representation. It's creating new representation and role models for people that Hollywood has ignored for too long.
But wait, but that goes against what you just said about taking away the aspects that you saw in yourself. Johnny Storm, blonde hair, blue eyes. You taking away from this child who has blonde hair and blue eyes and saw himself in Johnny Storm. That's why it's a slippery slope. That's why I disagree with it. I disagree with all of it. It's a slippery slope because we can't sit there and say, this ain't cool. You can't put down whitewashing, but then turn around and say BlackWashing is cool. Stop it. Race bending, gender swapping, like changing somebody's sexual orientation. Just stop. It's so simple. I got the keys to success, y'all. Just create new characters. It's that simple. And if they don't do that, don't give them your money. It's that simple. We should be praising these people for giving us good stories. I'm not finna fucking let you dangle some keys in front of me and just throw my money at you. Hell no, I'm not doing that shit no more. And I'm not even gonna front with y'all. I gotta play the devil's advocate. I get where, you know, people have this longing. They want to see themselves in these characters. They want to see, you know, black people as superheroes. They want to see them as like all kind of ninjas, samurais, all these different things. If you want to see us as these things, fund the creative stories, the new stories that gives us these things. That's what you have to do. I would much rather prefer to give some independent creator my money who comes up with this brand new idea, with this interesting plot, with this interesting story, does their own thing, versus somebody who just took Johnny Storm, throw Michael B. Jordan on there. Don't even try to make it make sense, but just make Johnny Storm black. Now, if they're gonna try to just, you know, throw this whole different, you know, it's a mantle kind of argument on there, I don't really fuck with that argument. I really don't, because for years and years and years and years and years, it's always been this way. Now, if you want to retire the character and put them off to the side, and you can let these other characters show up and do great things that's separate and different from this one character, that makes sense. I could see there being a bunch of different Green Lanterns because it's the Green Lantern Corps. All right, bet. That makes sense to me. A whole bunch of different Batmen, not really. That's why I like Young Justice. Young Justice, Robin sits there and he says, I don't want to be like that. Season 1, Robin said, I can't be like that. Whatever drives him, that mission, I don't have that. That's why he separates himself and becomes Nightwing. That makes sense. That's good. That's creative. But sit there and just, nah, fam, Miles Morales is Spider-Man, Peter Parker, you're Spider-Man too. Come on now. We couldn't give Miles Morales nothing, my guy. Like, we couldn't help him stand apart. I know we can do better than this. I know we can. I genuinely know we can. So the reason why I'm bringing all this up today is because I was checking out Bounding Into Comics, and apparently on the show Batwoman, and once again, a show I have not seen. I haven't seen Batwoman since, like, from season 1 to whatever season it's on now. I have no interest in watching this show because I know I'm just not going to get no entertainment from it. I saw the trailers and I was like, I'm good, love, enjoy. I said the same thing with Arrow, said the same thing with The Flash, said the same thing with Legends of Tomorrow. I used to have people giving me all kind of hell saying, you need to watch this. No, thank you. Not worth my money. So in the show Batwoman, apparently they have casted a black man to come in to play the Joker. So before I actually sat here and read the article a little bit, I thought that this was going to be this universe's Joker. Apparently not. It's not this universe's Joker. Do I still think it's cool? No, I still don't think it's cool. So let's go ahead and read into this a little bit. It says the young Marquise Jet eventually grows up to become the Joker after the original Joker attacked his school bus in 2003. During the attack, Joker placed one of his diabolical gadgets, a joy buzzer, on Marquise's head that not only electrocuted him, but it rewired his brain to suppress his empathy. Eventually, Jet becomes a Joker. What does that sound like, y'all? Off that alone, and I'm gonna tell you this, I haven't seen this movie in fucking years, since I was a child and had this on VHS. Don't that sound like, now I'm blanking on the name of the Batman show. It was, it's the Batman show with Terry McGinnis, The Return of Joker. Literally, that's exactly what it sounds like, where Robin got his shit fried. Like, Robin got tortured, dog. It was mad dark. Robin gets tortured, and next thing you know, the Joker implants like his DNA in him. So when he's like old, the Joker takes over his brain, and then it's Robin's body, but Joker is, doing all this heinous shit again. That's what this sounds like to me off rip. And off rip, it's not even an original story, bro. Well, once again, let's go back. Let's rewind. Run that shit back. Let's talk about the whole mantle thing again. That's not... Why couldn't we make him somebody else other than the Joker? Suppresses his empathy. That gives us so much room for us to do whatever else we want. What's the Joker do? The Joker does heinous murder. Like, he's a fucking serial killer, a murderer, a rapist. Like, yo, fam, he does all this wild shit. So Why do we have to give this young Marquise Jet, an original character, the exact same shit that we've seen since what, the 30s with the Joker? Why do we have to, like, why does he have to fit into this exact same mold? Is it because he's, you know, recognizable? None of this makes sense to me. So let's read a little bit more into the article. When asked if he fully processed becoming the Joker, actor Nick Cregan told The Wrap, "It's crazy. It's wild, actually. Yeah, I've done a lot of processing the past few weeks, months. You know, it's still surreal to me." He added, "It's been a wild ride for me. You know, the reception of the new Joker, being the first person of color to play this role, the messages and the love I've been getting has just been overwhelming. It's been a fun ride." I'm gonna be real with y'all. He could have been somebody else. They could have created a whole new character. Why do y'all think Harley Quinn was created for the Batman the Animated Series, a cartoon, and then brought over into the comic books, movies, TV shows, everything, became a legendary character, and she's relatively young. Me and Harley Quinn are around the same age. Like, came out in the late 80s, early 90s is when the Batman show came out. They have the ability to create new characters. I guess they just don't want to. Somebody tried to explain to me in the comment section of a previous video, they don't get paid. They don't get to own the character. Then why contribute to the mythos? Why? What is this? What does this do? Who is this for? Who is this for? Am I supposed to connect with this variation of the Joker? Come on now. I'm supposed to connect with him just because he's black, bro? Nah, fam, I'm not going for this one. Anytime you try to lead with that, becoming the first person of color, we talked about whitewashing, but blackwashing. Come on now, it ain't no better. I'm still mad at Idris Elba for playing Heimdall and did nothing. Did nothing with Idris Elba for 10 years. He could have been fucking Blue Marvel. He would have been a wonderful Blue Marvel. Like, we could have gotten something else. But nah, that's what we got. Like, let's check out some more Blackwash characters. I already pulled up a handful of them. That way we could talk about it. We talked about Little Mermaid, Tiana from Princess and the Frog. Like, I get it, you know, black girls deserve to see a black princess. That's all well fine and good when you lead in with stuff like that. I genuinely, wholeheartedly believe in this day and age, you could just create something new. Wholeheartedly. I genuinely believe that these writers, these creatives, I know y'all have the capacity to give us something original. I honestly don't even think you need to look back into the past at old folk tales and fairy tales to create a whole new story. I honestly do believe that. Now, is Disney going to approve that? I don't really know. But we have all these billionaires, millionaires that are black that could fund these things. If they believed in it, they could fund it. I promise you. I know for a fact Ava DuVernay could give us an original show. I got faith in y'all. I really do. But the only way to correct any of this stuff is to not give it your money. Honestly, truthfully, don't give it your time of day. Cool. I'm not gonna hate on this dude for, you know, accepting the role. An actor's gonna accept the role, whether they like it, whether they don't like it. They need the work. They want the work. It's all well fine and good. It's all you in the bag of chips, friend. I'm just saying, it's not on them no more. We know what they're gonna give us. We know what they're gonna do. So therefore, it's on us to decide whether or not we want to let that shit ride or not. I say don't let it ride. Honest and truthfully, if they're gonna continue to lead in with diversity and representation rather than giving us a good story, but hey, we made the niggas happy. Come on now. That's not good enough for me. It's just not. So I'm not gonna give it my time of day. I'm not gonna give it my time of day tomorrow, not later on, until we get something better. Give us something original. But that's all I got on this topic today, y'all. Hopefully I was able to make some sense of how I feel, because, you know, your boy ain't got no script. But yo, hey, let me know how y'all feel in the comment section below. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. And at the end of the day, fuck it. I'm just here to watch the world burn. Hey man, y'all take it easy. Peace.